Greetings and welcome to Flavourful Eats. Today we have delicious food that will heal, comforting at that too. So, and joining me together is a beautiful Michelle Jeffalone, who will tell us a little bit about herself and give us more detail of what she's cooking for us today.
Well, today I'm going to be cooking kitchari. And why don't I go over the ingredients first, and then I can tell you a little bit more about myself. They're really more interested in the food anyway. Yes. We're going to have in the ingredients rice, mung dal, and here is the curry. We have Himalayan salt, cumin, black pepper, and ghee. And we'll also be using a bit of water.
So this is actually soaked white rice already.
Correct.
And then you also soaked mung dal.
Exactly.
This is split mung dal, which is actually, you pre-soak it because you prefer the health value to soaked legumes already.
It becomes more alkaline when you soak it.
And then you're adding turmeric. The one that you said curry was actually turmeric, powdered turmeric.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's what that is. So it just gives it a little bit more color and a little bit more nutrition to the dish.
Absolutely.
It becomes a little bit anti-inflammatory and all of those good things. Yeah.
So we're adding a 1-to-1 ratio in the pressure cooker. We're also going to cook the kitchari on a stovetop pot so that folks can see two different methods of making it. Right. Some people are a little apprehensive about using a pressure cooker. They've heard those stories about it actually blowing up or when it has too much pressure.
So what Michelle is doing right now, she's showing you a technique of how to measure the rice. You don't need to have an exact amount of water to rice.
Yes.
It's her method of showing it. And I tell you, I think it works with just about any rice dish. So she puts in a little finger until the first, is it till this?
First knuckle.
Till this part, this part of the finger.
And this works when the ingredients are soaked. Because
and then
they already have a lot of water.
if it's not soaked, then you'll just put a little higher up.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly. We're just going to add
so you want to show it one more time? Hopefully our camera above is catching it.
So there's up to the first knuckle.
And that first knuckle is just here. Just this spot.
Just right here.
Yes.
And then
we're not pointing fingers at anybody.
No.
That's the measurement, yes.
And then as I mentioned, this is pretty foolproof. And that's not facing me, so it makes a noise. And then you can close it. And then on here, you would just choose, we want to do 8 minutes because it's already soaked. And then you just get it to 8 and then start. And we will leave the steamer closed until it's completed and then pop it open to let it out.
Okay, so I think you're starting now.
Yes.
And the next one is a stovetop method.
Yes.
Oh, one thing we've forgotten. Before it gets going on, can we add the turmeric in?
Oh, certainly, yes. You want to add it to this beforehand?
Yes.
There's no pressure, so you can open it.
So that one we're adding the turmeric in, and this one we won't, right? Correct?
Yes. So there are many ways to have kitchari. It depends on what region, where you grew up, or how your family made it. And I tend to eat mine plain. I just have the kitchari and...
No need to put turmeric that right now.
Oh, okay.
That's good. That's good to go. Yes, it's the region you come from and all of those kind of things.
And a little bit of black pepper.
That's basically a one-pot dish right
Yes,
now.
it is. This is a complete meal, but we're also going to make some greens to go with it.
Okay, same thing. You minus. Oh no, you had it all right. So
I had it all, so it'll start right away.
Okay, so now you're doing this one.
Yes.
So same thing, we got rice and split mung.
So we'll put the rice in.
That particular variety of rice is Sona Masuri, and this one is Basmati. Basmati is thin and long, and it's actually very much more easily digestible too. So somebody is sick, this is the ideal thing to do.
Yeah, this is a very soothing meal. It's very gentle on folks' GI tract.
And you were saying this is quite often your meal for the day.
It is. I have this for one of my meals, lunch, or usually it's at dinner time. I like to have some carbs at night to kind of let off the serotonin and get me nice and sleepy. But I like doing the 1-to-3 ratio, which is what we did
This
here.
is 1
3
to 3.
parts mung bean, 1 part
Pot of
rice.
That's where you got more protein into the thing.
And here we won't use up to the knuckle because this is a on the stove pot cooking. We use just
that method still works.
It does on here? Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes.
I usually use a pressure cooker. So.
Yes, I know. So this is going to get really mushy.
Yes.
Yes, for that quantity of, yeah, that's good to go.
That's good.
So you just close that and just let it simmer. You're not putting salt, you're not putting anything, you're just leaving it as
just
is.
as is. And
Okay.
you'll cook this on medium to bring it up to a boil, and then you can turn it down as soon as it starts to bubble and pop, and bring it down to a lower temperature so it can just
simmer.
Simmer.
Simmer very
It'll
low.
be more like a porridge when you're done.
So about 20 minutes or so.
Yes,
And it
20
should be
minutes
done.
here and 8 minutes on the pressure cooker.
So Michelle, we got our kitchari really going out
Yes.
very well. So we just lower the steam and cover the lid. If you put, in this case, I think we put 10 bit too much of water.
Yeah.
So we leave it a little bit open for a little while and then turn it down. In the meantime, we're going to be doing a greens, which is pak choy, mustard, and spinach.
Yes.
And the mustard is nice and pungent, and it's very good to alkaline. Adds alkaline to the food. And
To
makes
the
it more-
food. And
to
soaking.
your body.
Yeah, absolutely. And also soaking all of the beans and the rice adds that alkaline
That too.
component when we digest it.
So in order to cook that, we are adding one red pepper, dried red pepper, and we're adding some onions and some garlic, which you actually kindly chopped up. So just one
Yes.
clove of garlic. This is about 5 ounces of greens. So in the interest of time, we've already started the process. So we heated the oil, and then we added the red pepper, and then we added the onion to fry a little bit.
Yes.
So it's with the magic of TV, it's like almost translucent. So
You're a pro at this, Hamsha. This is Hamsha's 4th year doing Flavourful Eats. Today is her 4-year anniversary, and I just want to say how honored I am to be here as her guest.
4th year.
4th year.
3 years is
4th
over.
year. Oh my goodness.
So you want to add the garlic in now, and it's just about translucent. I mean, you can go as translucent as you want to, or leave it raw if you want to as well. As we said before, you can actually have it as a salad. You don't have to cook it into a little vegetable. You don't have to saute it. So,
But cooking it a little bit adds a little more warmth if it's a cold day or a cold night. And then you still get your greens, so it still helps to.
it makes it a little bit more digestible. Now that we're talking about healing foods, if somebody is not feeling too well,
Yes.
this actually helps the food digest. And then it also helps to detox. One of the things that kitchari does is a detox. I mean, if if you really overdone it with everything, you add kitchari and you're good to go.
Yeah, it's healing for your whole microbiome as well in your
Yes.
gut. Your gut loves this food. When I eat it, it feels good to eat food. Sometimes, I mean, Ben & Jerry's feels good to eat as well, but kitchari feels good in my gut and my body. It's very gentle.
So you don't want to overcook that garlic because you don't want it to be bitter. And then you just put this in. You see, I didn't chop it up very fine, but that's okay because it's all going to get cooked in anyway. And by cooking it on low, you're actually preserving the nutrients. I could go very high and just give it one little wilt and that's it.
Yes.
But by cooking low, I'm actually preserving all the, Andrew Weil always say, cook low and you've got all your nutrients going. So.
And I noticed that what we did to prepare the greens was to use scissors to chop it up a bit. Sometimes those leaves get a little unruly and big, so we really just wanted to make it easier for our bodies to digest and keep those bite sizes a little bit smaller.
So this is actually, again, very digestible. So I'm just going to add a very little salt. The salt will help wilt it that much quicker. I think I might have put too much.
That'll be perfect.
Yes, so that's it. Our kitchari day is ready.
Kitchari is ready.
So the pressure cooker was far faster than the
It was.
stove.
We'll just turn that off.
So with the simplicity of this whole meal, Michelle decided that we should add some more vegetables, so that way it really makes a meal in a meal.
A little bit of color.
A little bit of color too, yes. So to that, she's just going to be steaming very, very limited time the green. You can actually eat that raw too, but again,
You can, yeah.
in the interest of digestion
Yes.
and the thought of a sick person,
Yeah.
we're going to be cooking it Just that little.
Just a little bit. And these are organic frozen vegetables, so they really hold all of the nutrients, give them a quick rinse off, and then they can thaw at room temperature, like you're saying, or we can put them right in to put in some water into the pan.
And we're ready for you.
And then we just put our vegetables in and let them cook a little bit.
So less than 2 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes, yeah. We just want them to warm up, really.
Yes, and then I was saying you had a nice book that you've written, and you're about writing.
Yes, I am. I'm actually in the process of self-publishing a book called Flip the Switch.
Interesting topic.
Yeah. Flip the Switch is about how to change your life to a positive and joyful existence using mindfulness. So I really wrote the book. It's not about making $1 million. It's to be of service, to give this information to as many people as possible. Because I remember, I don't know about you, but I used to think that I needed an event or some sort of something that happened during the day for me to feel joy. It wasn't just, you know, the joy wasn't just bubbling up naturally all the time. So I really wanted to share some of the ways in which I managed and converted that to being joyful and positive, having a positive mindset.
Oh, that is such a nice thing. Well, that's what you all need. You need, you know. So, and you have a business or something to do with mindful.
I do. I also perform mindful communication in business or mindful communication at work workshops. And really, all of this ties into being compassionate to yourself and to others, and really allowing your joyful presence to be there at work or with yourself. A lot of times we're the hardest on ourselves, as we know.
Yes. Oh, definitely. And also self-care. Start with yourself before the rest of the world, right?
Absolutely.
And today's meal just fit in with that.
Exactly.
You're taking good care of yourself. These vegetables look like it's done.
Yes.
This is just about done here. Michelle, you want to show us your kitchari, what happened in there?
Certainly. So this will spray up and have steam come out of it.
So if you just open it that way, or you fully
opened
opened
it?
Yes, I fully opened it. So then the steam is all out.
The steam is all out.
So you just have to
and
open
then you just open the lid. Again, this has a safety seal so that you cannot open it without with any too much pressure.
All right. Let me just take this.
Oh, thank you. Whoops.
Okay, so then now you're going to just stir that to see what that looks like.
It looks delicious.
And then our
Smells delicious.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
It's got that nice color from the turmeric.
And very easy to digest. It's so cooked, so so much like almost like porridge.
Yes.
I think in that one 6 minutes might have been enough.
Oh, okay. I tend to cook it so that it is really mushy, because then it's even easier for my body to digest.
Right, it is. But at 6 minutes, it'd still be mushy.
It would still be? Oh, okay.
Yes, because we soaked everything.
Yes, the soaking
even
changes
5
things.
minutes, I think. Yeah, that's how quickly you can do a dish.
Yes.
The people think you can't cook in a hurry.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes, you can get that. Even if you didn't soak it, then I think 8 minutes.
Yeah.
If you soaked it, I think 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you thought of something so last minute, let me just try. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit more flavor by frying some onions in ghee.
Oh,
I know you already added ghee there, but we'll add a little bit more here. And we'll just fry some onions, and that will give it that much more flavor. But this step is not necessary. If somebody is so sick, we shouldn't be overtaxing their food, their stomach with too much of oil. Even though the ghee actually helps to lubricate the inside. It's actually quite healthy for many reasons. But when we've already put it in there, so I wouldn't do it second time over.
Oh, okay.
But if I haven't done that, then I would do this.
Okay.
So to add that much more flavor, and it adds a little bit more digestion too, because of the onions has, I forget what the actual enzymes in the onion, that actually helps add a little bit more nutrient to that very lovely kitchari.
Oh, wonderful.
So while that is frying, you're going to show us your one that you did on the stove, which looks almost identical to that one, right?
Yes, and in this kitchari, we didn't put, it's just the rice and mung dal.
There's
Yeah.
no pepper,
Got it?
there's no turmeric, there's nothing.
Yeah. So once it's finished cooking, I just add just a little bit of the
Ghee.
ghee, and just pour that in.
So to save a little bit of the ghee there, I'll take the rice from there and put it on the plate.
Yes, to make sure that we get it all.
All right, yes.
There we go.
And then you didn't even add salt here, so you
No,
could
I
actually...
didn't. So I just add a very little bit, just a pinch of salt. I try to keep it as simple as possible when I'm cooking kitchari. So many of our meals, if we eat out, they have so many layers of flavor and so many additives that sometimes it's just nice to have pure
Yes.
food that's clean, that has very little ingredients in it, and is simple and easy for our body to digest.
And that's exactly what this is.
Yeah, it makes it's a compliment to the dishes that you've cooked. And then
You want to serve it very stylishly? Go
yes,
ahead.
we'll see how this goes.
So this was a quarter cup of mung dal
Yes,
to a tablespoon of rice.
yes,
And that's more than enough for one serving,
exactly.
as you could tell.
And it's quite sticky.
Okay, you
There
got
we
it.
go.
If you want to do that, there you go.
Yes.
Do you want to put some greens around that? The greens are ready, or do you just want to serve that on its own, or do the greens or the other one?
We'll put the greens on this one as well.
Okay.
We can put some of the steamed vegetables here and the greens on the other one, maybe.
You can do as you please.
Okay. Let me get the last bit of this out.
And if it gets stuck a little bit like this, is because we cooked it on high heat for the interest of TV.
Yes.
So we can just put some water and boil it and it'll all come off. All you need to do is to put some water in the pot and put the lid on. If you have baking soda, it helps that much quicker.
May I have a spoon, please?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
And you just leave it to boil a little bit.
And then we have a bit of the steamed vegetables. Oops.
Yeah, in the interest of color, you can add it for the other one too.
Yes, there's plenty.
Okay, so that's all ready for that one, right? These are the greens. You want to add a little bit of the greens to that?
Yes, that would be wonderful.
I'll leave you to add it. Go ahead. A very colorful plate today.
Yes.
With simple food. Wrong spoon, huh?
No, I think it's just, I'm used to holding the pan and the spoon at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I had it a bit awkward. There we go. It's perfect.
Okay, so we have that one going. And in a couple seconds, this one will be ready. So tell me a little bit more about your when will you think your book will be out?
In the next 3 or 4 weeks, it'll be available on Amazon.
Oh, that's
yeah.
soon, huh?
They
Wow.
make it very easy now for people to self-publish
Yes.
and to have it accessible to people, which I'm really thankful for.
Yes. Good,
Yeah. I don't
that's a
think I
very
would
good-
have been able to do this 5 years ago.
I think so,
I
yeah.
think now it's just become a lot more readily available. There's a lot more information out there.
So how do you get to do your presentations for your?
The mindful communication.
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot of fun because there's a lot of interaction with teams in companies. Usually I'll go in and do either a 45-minute presentation or I have a half-day presentation where I'll actually break out the teams into small groups and have exercises so that everyone can maybe do some breath work and feel what mindfulness feels like, just to be present while you're breathing. Very simple things that for some people are reminders. A lot of people, especially in the Boston metropolitan area, already are kind of aware of mindfulness, and
yes.
you know, we don't want to make it too remedial, but we really want to start off the session getting grounded. So we do a little bit of breath work, and then I go through, you know, ways in which people can communicate better. Honestly, though, it's about getting out of your head, getting out of everyone else's head, and being joyful.
That's exactly it.
And be present.
And you know, now I hope you'll be adding the food bit to your mindfulness and presentation, because in order for one to be well, it's mind, body, soul, right?
Absolutely.
And the food provides the food, I mean, for the soul. So
Absolutely.
So to be grounded. So, yeah, I mean, I know your object is slightly different, but this is added in. I'm sure you're having lunch break in between.
Absolutely. You know, and really you know, I want to talk to people and help them to, you know, I'm mission driven. I want to be of service. I want to help people. I want to help companies and organizations to continue to have a wonderful work culture, or to, you know, shift their culture a little bit, and to really have that positive change and positive effect within the company, and hopefully have a positive ripple effect into our world. And that's my, you know, hope.
To me, this looks translucent. It looks like translucent.
Yes, it does.
So I'm just going to be adding this into this. Excuse me, 1 second. I just want to. So we're adding that to the kitchari, and if you can mix that and then plate it for us. You want to put some of that in there? Yeah, and put some of the rice in there.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I gave you another version today, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Switch the stove off.
Oh, this smells delicious.
So do you want to plate some for us here?
Sure.
I'll give you the honor to taste. And you can tell me what you think.
Yes, I'm sure it will be delicious.
Okay, I think that's fine.
That's enough?
There, yeah. Well, and then we put a little bit of carrot to get some color.
Now, is this a family recipe for you? No?
I just did this on the but it's something my family will enjoy for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely they'll enjoy that.
Mm.
These steamed vegetable looks good too.
It's very pretty.
Some white on that thing there. And then I would actually add some coriander also. What coriander leaves does, it actually absorbs the metals. It sort of detoxes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if you're not using organic stuff, especially,
Yes.
that's more the reason you should actually do that. You can actually serve this on the side. You don't have to actually have it on your rice or anything. You can just do it on the side too. So yeah, that's your meal. Does that look delicious?
It looks beautiful.
See, the turmeric made it a little yellow, and then you have the everything, every part of this is good in your body. The turmeric is anti-inflammatory, it digests well, everything in one. I hope you had as much fun as I did trying to put this together.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're more than welcome.
And congratulations again on your 4th year being on...
Going on to the 4th year,
yes. On ActonTV.
So this is not, the ghee was added last, and this was added while cooking. We had turmeric to it, you had salt to it, and this is a steamed vegetable, and this is your little set of greens.
Yes.
A meal in one.
It looks wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And from Flavourful Eats, till we meet again. Bye-bye. And again, if you need to, any comments, you can write to flavorfuleats@gmail.com. You can see us anytime on YouTube or actontv.org. Again, Flavourful Eats, FLAVOURFULEATS @gmail.com. From your host, Hamsha Naidu, and my guest, Michelle Jeffalone. Bye-bye. Till we meet again.